All right, some of you folks might have seen this, remembered it, I don't know, talked about it in the past. Well, by past, a video or two ago. But anyways, it's a 37 Ford. I basically want to build like a bobber style pickup. I haven't done one of those before, so that is going to be the plan. The goal is to build it on the cheap of just garbage I have lying around the yard. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I have a buddy dropped off a couple small blocks, so that's like a win. They're kind of unknown. This one anyways is supposed to have a cam, don't know. It did have a roller tip rockers and stuff, but they're all not in there, so I gotta just find all the bits, put her back together. And we're gonna go small block with, I'm thinking of going with a standard. So I have a T5, because whatever, the truck's gonna be pretty light. I'm not too concerned. So it's probably gonna be that. I'm thinking swinging pedals, seeing how I gotta build a firewall anyways. Why not? Firewall, floor, you know, everything. I think I'm gonna go with that. I don't know what I'm doing for an intake, stuff like that, but probably gonna be like zoomy headers, open wheel. That is the plan. I was gonna do my tall T out here, but I don't know. That thing's intrigued me. I've never built like a bobber pickup before, so. So I have a set of box sides, super rough, but I do have some Ford box sides, no end gates or anything, but that's fine. We'll make that. I do have a tailgate in the barn, so I'm thinking it's the right era. If not, we'll make it work. So we got that. I'm not 100% sure on wheels. I did buy some artilleries or wires. We're not sure which way we're gonna go. I'm kind of leaning towards the artilleries. Kind of the plan. So I got 4 of those. That'd be cool. And for a chassis, I have been sitting in the weeds here, but a 40s, mid 40s, we'll say. Oh, see, these are the wires. Kind of don't know which ones I like. So I'm gonna go move this stuff. I'm gonna dig. Well, that isn't the chassis. That one's under my car. Okie doke. Had the X-frame in this, so I knew about this. Alrighty, game change. Game change. We're gonna grab this chassis. New game plan. I thought there was a chassis under there. Oh well, no big deal. So I'm gonna pull this body off. I'm gonna steal this chassis. It's got an axle underneath it. I don't know how much or if I'm gonna use. How much of this stuff I can use or I will use, time will tell. As soon as I get all this junk moved and I get this chassis in the shop, we'll see what we got to work with here. Yes, yes. So I do have some springs. I'm thinking for the back, I'm gonna do trailing arms. Like a 2-link with a spring behind. Traditional style up in the front. Huh, weird. I guess this one's underneath my other Model A. I could take that chassis. I'll show you that one, if you guys don't remember. This was under my coupe, or it is under my coupe. Because I was trying to make some 32 rails, which I don't have any. But I just managed to find a set, really rough, but I do have my frame rails now to use under my coupe. And I know everybody always asks about the Hemi, throw the Hemi in something. The Hemi's gonna go in this car when I build it. That's the plan, with a 5-speed. I would love to have a blower on it. I'm trying to find a 471. I have that 671 in there, but I really don't like that one. It's too big, it doesn't seem right for the car. Yeah, you know what? Game change. I'm going to steal these frame rails. I'll use these under that pickup. Because I really want to put those under this car, so. Yippers. Alright. Well, we got a game plan. Upon further inspection, I realized I bobbed the rails off in the back, and I want to keep as much as I can for the the pickup. So I'm gonna go steel the body, take that body off, steel that chassis, and I'm gonna use that one. And then I gotta hit my pile of diffs back there, grab a diff. I think I have an 8.8, so I'm gonna use that because I do have a bunch of brakes that I bought for one and stuff, so that should be good. I got the small block. I think in the barn I have my transmission and a bell housing. So yeah, we're gonna get this figured out. This is sort of the look I'm going for, I think. Most of this is working out not too bad. This chassis is not bad, but it's not quite wide enough. I don't know if I can play the stretch game on that. I'll have to play that one out yet. The box will have to get shortened, but we'll probably have a 5.5 foot box, I think. I don't know if I like that. I'll have to see how that looks. I guess I can lengthen or shorten as I need. But the diff should work fine. Our spring behind should work okay. Yeah. It's definitely not bad. I'm just rummaging all my junk in here. So this is like the stock axle for this car, which almost looks like it's going to work in this location. I don't need to do a drop or anything weird, but we'll see. We still don't know. My plan is to channel the cab the 5.5 inches to get down this chassis. So, and then the rear might have to come up a bit. So, because that's 7 inches. I'm figuring a big tall wheel, and at the wheel being tall, I won't have much left up on top, like maybe 2 inches or something travel, which really isn't enough, especially on a truck if I can actually throw stuff in the back. But at 5, I should be able to channel that, and I don't lose much floor, at least where I sit. The pedals might be a little weird because it'll come up the sweep a bit, but I don't know. We'll play this game and see what happens here. So far there's no drop axle. If I don't do the drop axle, then the steering and stuff should be pretty simple. I can use like a stock style box and do cross steer and blah blah, everything will just work. These are Ford F1 drums backing plates. I don't know if I'll use them yet, we'll see. I have some, you know, the era of this chassis backing plates, spindles and stuff lying around, so I might just go that route. Not sure yet. Not play that one out, I don't know yet. And this grill is like the truck's a 37, the grill will be a 38. I don't know. It is what it is. I guess it works. I don't know. We'll see. They're not my favorite grills, but it's what I have, and it sort of fits the era of the truck loosely. So, yeah. I don't know. I dig it. I think it's going to work pretty good. And my other box sides there. I had a T5 and an old bell housing. I didn't know if those things would actually bolt together, but they actually like look like they're gonna bolt in like stock. That's like a win. Completely. Not sure how I'm doing the fork and the shifter, everything, if I'll just put a hydraulic one in or something, but I just needed to get a ballpark idea if I can run this transmission or not. Because I don't anticipate I'm going to have a lot of power in it. I mean, it'll look like it'll have a lot of power and stuff, but I don't think it'll ever really hook up. So I think this tranny will be okay. I don't think I'll blow it up. I have a spare one just in case, but we'll see. Time will tell. Anywho, that's my farting around. We'll have to see what we're going to do next. I'm thinking I got to go cut the floors out of that truck so I can drop it down, channel it down to where I want, and then we can kind of start playing with everything else, cutting everything we don't need off the chassis. Because a lot of this stuff don't need to be here. So this is going to get cut off. That bump, that mount, that's going to be off. This will be gone. It'll be a relatively smooth rail with a nice minor, nothing crazy kick. Looks pretty nice for an old sedan, right? My artilleries, they're all like Ford Dodge bolt pattern except for one. One is wrong. So yeah, anybody local out there have an artillery with the Dodge Ford 4.5 on 5 bolt pattern, that would be great. This is the one oddball that I almost think is maybe like Chevy or something. I didn't measure it yet, but I just know it's not the same as my other wheel. Don't know if it's readily visible. Oh yeah, that's the Ford one. And this one's definitely a larger bolt pattern. Bummer. So I think I'm going to run the artilleries on this one. Well, I think that's where we're going to leave this video. A little on the short side, but kind of do the overall walk around and what the initial plan is. I'm seeing a very aggressive chop, so yeah, chop, channel, small block Chevy. It's a little more interesting than a LS, but shorten the box. Yeah, we'll see where we get. But anyways, like I say, this is where I'm going to leave it. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.